Hello, my name is Greg Starbuck. I'm a licensed therapist here in California. And this YouTube channel is really kind of focused on therapeutic type issues. It's not meant to be therapeutic, and it's not meant to be anything other than just educational or perhaps a little entertaining. The idea is that if you feel a need or things aren't going too well, that this is not the site that you want to get that corrected. Maybe some insight on topics is a good idea, but if you need counseling or therapy, then perhaps to contact a professional for that. This is merely for brief topic dialogue from a therapeutic perspective, based on my years of doing sessions. And some of the dialogue may not be how you think, and that's great too, right? It's always good to kind of interact a little bit, and I just have topics, things to think about. And today's topic is on anger. Wow. If you've ever been angry, you definitely know what I'm talking about. I don't mean frustrated or something, but really angry. It's tough to kind of work with anger. I work with men and women in the anger area, regular folk, Christian folk, probation, parole folk, all kinds of folk, even my own folk, me, right? Trying to get these things about anger figured out. You know, you look in the Bible, there's not a lot of examples of just men and women who have righteous anger. A few, right? But on the whole, any anger that is righteous anger really is coming from the Lord, and He certainly does a lot of that, I guess, is a better way to put it. Specifically in the Old and in the New Testament, where we see the Lord doing this behavior, and so we need to be careful when we get angry. Being angry is kind of a reflection of pain, right, and struggle, and a sense of injustice or no respect, and a response to you shouldn't treat me this way, you shouldn't be doing this, these should statements, right? You and I, we have an event occur, and maybe it's somebody cut us off or stepped in front of us at the grocery store, and we're thinking they have no right to do that. This is what I begin to think, right? The event occurs, and it's kind of neutral, and then I have a belief about what this event is. This person shouldn't do this. They shouldn't do that. They should respect. They should, these should statements that kind of get us into trouble. And then I have that belief that other people in life are supposed to be doing. And when they don't do it, then the consequence of my own thought patterns, and this is generally on the average on the whole, not all the time, of course, is I get angry, right? Maybe I get hurt. Maybe I get frustrated. And I get violent, right? Don't cross me. What are you doing crossing me? The sense that if something occurs and I'm not in control of it, then things are going to go bad, and they're going to go bad fast, and I need to take control. And this intensity, oh my gosh, it is so draining. And I've worked with folks with anger issues all the way from youngsters, right, all the way up into their 80s, and the basics don't change a lot. In anger. It's something you can work on. You can take a look at it biblically. You can take a look at your own belief system, your own history, and kind of figure out, oh my gosh, this is where this came from. I've been angry. I worked with a gentleman in his 80s. I may touch on this case again from time to time. He was an FBI agent, and he was a very angry man, and I met with him in the hospital, and I was talking to him. I said, I just asked him, I could see it on his face, right? How long have you been angry? And he just stared at me for a long time and turned and just put his head back down on the bed. And so I said, oh, no problem, I'll come back another time. I came back another time, reintroduced myself. He says, yeah, I know who you are. And he says, you asked me how long I've been angry. And I said, yeah, I did. And I meant it sincerely. He says, Greg, I've been angry all my life. I've been angry since I was junior high school. I've been angry. And this is how long these events can go back. And he had a good reason to be angry. He had been hurt deeply, not particularly intentionally by anybody, but the events of his life and in the early days that he was growing up, events occurred that just set up a painful process for him that became anger and depression over the years. So anger really is kind of a sign of something that's not been addressed, or our inability, our skills to manage something. Well, this is just a little topic, right? Anger, right? Anger. Can you imagine what the anger does to the body? Oh my gosh. When you get angry, adrenaline goes up. You can imagine what that peak adrenaline shooting through your system constantly. At least that was my experience, and is still sometimes. But what it does to your heart. I mean, everything's pumped and everything's battle ready, right? And don't come down, and even if you're not expressing it, it's inside, it's there. And can you imagine what it does to your liver and your heart, and it's so damaging over time to this adrenaline shootings for fight or flight, and it's not that healthy over someone that crosses in front of you in the grocery store. And so it's something you can work through. And these are just topics, right? And I've never been successful in working through anger without Jesus Christ. I really can't, because he knows me completely. He knows you completely. He can help you identify the origins of it and how to manage and how to work through it and what to do. And again, just a simple topic to talk about. And again, my name is Greg Starbuck, and today we just covered a little bit on the topic of anger. Bye-bye.